Hi guys, it's Mal, and we're back in the roaming field. The crops are in, well, half the crops in. We've still got the spring barley at the bottom there, which is still to be harvested, but it's all been rough ploughed, so we'll come out with the Deus, give this a go, first time in the roaming field, and hopefully we can have a good day of it. Now, don't know how long my knee's going to put up with this rough ploughing, because it is a bit bitty in parts, but got to give it a go. Brian's going to be turning this over quite quick this year. He got caught out last year, so he's reckons I've got 2 weeks in here, so I'm going to try and get as many hunts as I can in our favourite little field. I had a bit of a dilemma really after the last hunt and finding that lovely half guinea. I thought, well, do I go back to the little pasture or do I come down here? So I thought, no, I'll come down here because it's only here for 2-3 weeks of the year. Pasture field is going to wait. The grass is still a bit long in there, so let's get the beasts on there, get the grass nice and short, and get in there with the CTX and see what else we can find out of that field. We did very well out of there last time, so hopefully we can do just as well this time in here. Never let me down this field, so let's go and give it a go with the Deus, and happy hunting to all. Catch you up in a bit. Hello guys, first signal of the day. It's been digging down in the plough soil here, just like digging on the beach. It all keeps following, but we've gone down a fair way to get them out. What we got? Certainly knocking the probe off. And looks like we've got a pistol ball. First signal of the day. Yeah, get that off. Got a little lead pistol ball. On to the next ones. Oh guys, I have to apologise for the wind noise again. As usual, we're on top of the hill and it's always windy, but we've got a nice little tone here. About 3 inches down. Let's see what we got. This big clump here, so we're going to have an unveiling. And the back of the clump here. And that one. Always check the other half because you never know. It's just a bit of junk. Well guys, I've come about 100 yards or so down towards the roaming patch, and I've had that one little pistol ball and a few bits of tin can and bits of rogue iron which fooled me. But we got down to the roaming patch here, but the main patch is just still under that stubble there. See where the piling is, and just into this corner. So that's where most of the stuff is. But we're not going to be doing stubble bashing today, so what I'm going to do is just concentrate gridding up and down on this area here, just at the edge of the patch. I've had stuff out here before. It's not the main area, but I know that there is stuff in here, so I'm going to work my way down to the stubble and just do a zigzag overlapping, coming back up the hill towards the car. So probably doing about 4 or 5 hours hunting today, so I should be able to cover this patch quite easily. So we'll catch up with you in a bit, see what finds we get out. Well, this signal was a very faint one. It's what I call edge of the coil signal. You get just a little faint blip and then just narrow it down You can see the plough's turned it over, so it's been on the top originally, and the plough's turned it down to about 8 inches down. Let's see what we got in here. Just probe on. Sounds small. Just another little bit of tin dross. I've had a few bits of this so far. Just another piece, but it shows got that for about 8 inches down, so I'm quite pleased with the depth on that. On to the next one. Well guys, got time for a coin bowl. See what we got in here. In there. A nice mid-tone. Aha! Now we got our first little Roman. Or we got a button. No, we got a broken button. Thought it was the first Roman then, but no. Oh well, keep trying. Oh, a little 2-2 bullet. At least I've got the confidence factor with that one. If you find in those, you're not going to miss anything. In the fines pouch, and on to the next one. Well guys, that's just an eyes only find, but it's always well worth clearing all the old bits of junk and scrap iron. That may do a bit of damage to the combine as well. So we'll just get to the edge of the field and just leave it there, and then we'll stick it in the junk pile. There we go, that's what we're after. Little Roman grotty. So just only an inch under the surface, and that's great there. That's the first one for the day, so another little confidence booster. If it's finding them, it'll find anything. So let's get on to the next one. Well, just a couple of inches away from the last little Roman. I think I've got the same number 62. For those of you who like the numbers, I just got the same tone. And it looks like we got another one. Yeah, that's definitely a lovely little Roman. Looks like it's a good bit of detail on it. Yeah, it's probably a Constantine, they nearly always are. Get the right way up. Yeah, lovely coin, that one. Nice bit of detail on it. So Deus has got 2 now. We've only been going about 3/4 of an hour, so we're doing quite well. There we go, a number 3 Roman, about 2 or 3 yards away from the other ones. So we're just on the edge of the Roman patch, and they're still here. Been doing this field for 20 odd years, so they still keep coming out. It's an old trackway that goes right through the edge of this field. I showed you that in a previous video. Try to make out who that is. Probably another Constantine. It's got the two soldiers on. See, one there, one there on the coin. So we'll see if we can get that identified for the roundup. Get on to the next one now. Well, another first for the Deus. A tiny little hammered. It's very fragile, that, so I'm not going to clean it. It just scuffed over the top there, just in the soil, and there it was, just lying there. So I don't know who the monarch is, but I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to put that in a little lucky bag, and I'll have a good look at that when we get back for the review. So it's first gold for the Deus last time, and we've got the first hammie today. Hopefully there's a few more of these. Very, very warm. Yeehaw! And for my mate Dave up in Scotland, woohoo! Good luck on you, Dave. Well, that nice solid signal turned out to be just a little brass thimble. There's a pretty modern one, because I think that's made from brass. Anyway, another find for the fine pouch. Oh, we've got a nice double blipper there, just under the surface. You just see the scrape next to the coil. We've got a steel yard weight. Probably Roman because of the Roman context it's here. They're quite heavy little things these. There used to be a pin just in the top there, just for hanging off the steel yard. I'm quite pleased with that. I've had a few out of here, bigger ones, but it's the first little one I've had. Oh well, just keep going, there's plenty. Well guys, this one came in a bit of an iffy one, but I thought I'd just investigate it just to see what it was. It was a reasonable high tone. See what we got. Small, whatever it is. Ah, there it is. Ah, that's a button. Ah, gilt button. That's probably why I give that funny tone. And you've got the brass with the gilt on it. It's probably Victorian type button, but you can still see the gilding on it. On to the next one then. Well, another little signal, and we got another little bit of coin by the looks of things. Little Roman. That's a tiny little one. Looks like a reasonable conditioner. Should be able to get something off of that. Well, the signals are few and far between. Like I said, I've been doing this field for many years, but they're still here and they keep popping out. Another little foot scrape. Looks like we've got another little Roman. Where's that button? Oh, it's a button. Just when you see it that way, it looks like a Roman. Turn him over, with the little loop on. Signals are still here. Lots of little signals I'm getting as well. Little bits of lead. I've been getting 2.2 air rifle pellets, so shows a very sensitivity. I've got the day spot on. Here's another little grotty. That was like an inch or so down, just on in that little rut there. Coil must have been about 6 inches above it when it just got the blip, scraped away, and there it was. Just from that scrape there, I've got this little piece of bronze, and I don't know if there's a slight pattern on it. If so, it's probably a little strap end or a lace end. Let's see with the shape of it there. Something stylised on that side. It could be Roman, might even be Saxon, but I think it's a lace end. Looking at it, but you never know. We'll give it a clean up, might just be a bit of scrap, but you always got to check them. Just a little broken one this time, little Roman grotty. A shame that, because it's well struck. Most of these are sort of like 4th century, early 4th century stuff. Sometimes late 3rd century. Hi guys, welcome to the review. That was a lovely afternoon out in the Oxfordshire countryside. A bit of a change from the previous hunt with that nice gold half guinea, but you never know. There's going to be more stuff out there, and that Roman field's always produced for me. Well, today we set up the dais, knocked the reactivity back a little bit because there's not as much iron in that part of the field which I was searching. It's away from the main activity area, but it didn't do too bad. Dais picked up a lot of nice little signals, lots of little bits of lead from there, and an obligatory ring pull. But that aside, wasn't that much rubbish. I've been clearing that field for years now, and there's very little in the way of big stuff coming out now. And from the fines point of view, did okay. The dais picked up all the little Roman coins, which I expected it to do. A few buttons, nice steel yard weight. Get a lot of them in that field, so there must be like a little market or something been going on. Thimble. Oh yeah, and the nearly forgot about this. The little tiny hammered. I'm not sure if it's a Charles penny or one of the early Plantagenet kings. I just have to clean it up a little bit and get the ID on it. But it's straight, it looks complete, but very tiny and very fragile. You've got to be careful with these when you clean them. So, overall performance of the Deus on the roaming field. Very pleased with it. It's very stable, picks up all the little wispy signals. I've got the audio response set down at 4, like I do with the pasture field, listening for those little tiny wispy blips, I might call them. I've latched onto that with the Deus. If you want to pick out the really deep stuff, check out the little horseshoe. If you get a wispy blip, you just get a couple of pixels on the right hand side there, and no discrimination shown at all, just the 2 lines. Always dig them. A lot of the time it'll be little bits of lead, you know, 6-7 inches down, but I've pulled out some nice little roaming coins from that depth, which is very impressive for the Deus. So we're I'll let you have a look at the review. I'm going to get them cleaned up now. Just review the coins and the little bits of fields finds which we found, and hope you guys are having a lot of success out there harvest time. So happy hunting to you. Long may your lum reek, as they say in Edinburgh. Cheers then, guys.